because we believe in hard work and faith. To Sierra Leone way, we hold the line, come what may.
Them one set we more them, but we go shout. Now the poor man voice we they bring out.
Now we alright for know the truth. Now that make we go protect the truth.
Truth began, no they neglect anyone.
We are the voice, we are the flame. Truth will rise, they'll know our name. We are the truth and nothing else.
Truth they get, we know they play.
Now for Salon, we declare the way. Tune in every day to
Truth.
Ndo poni ekuya radio station oga nondi ba odo mepinde ona Truth Radio 103.9 FM nondi tena
we rise every morning with truth in our hands. No more silence, we take a stand. For the people who cry, for the dreams that fade. We speak for the hearts that justice betrayed. Radio True Media
On FM 103.9.
Radio True Media
On FM 103.9.
Now we voice, now we power. True Media go shine like tower. We no go fear,
This is
we go
Truth
talk.
Radio
Even
on
if they know I make we
103.9
talk. True
FM.
Media
A new wave of radio
on
listening in
FM
Sierra Leone. Stay tuned.
103.9.
Now God we dey Friday, not true we dey preach. Freedom of speech, now that we dey teach.
For Salon, we go stand tall. Radio True Media.
One voice for all.
We honor the land, the struggle, the fight. We shine a light in the darkest night because we believe in hard work and faith. To Sierra Leone way, we hold the line, come what may.
Them one set we more them, but we go shout. Now the
This
poor man
is Truth
voice we
Radio
they
on
bring out.
103.9
Now we
FM.
alright
A
for
new
know the
wave of
truth. Now
radio
that make we
listening
go
in Sierra
protect the
Leone.
truth.
Stay tuned.
Truth began, no they neglect anyone.
We are the voice, we are the flame. Truth will rise, they'll know our name. We are the truth and nothing else.
Truth they get, we know they play.
Now for Salon, we declare the way. Tune in every day to
Truth me get radio.
3.9.
Truth me get radio.
3.9. Radio True Media. Yeah. Radio True Media. Radio True Media. We rise every morning with truth in our hands. No more silence, we take a stand. For the people who cry, for the dreams that fade. We speak for the hearts that justice betrayed. Radio True Media.
On FM 103.9.
Radio True Media.
On FM 103.9.
Now we voice, now we power. True Media go shine like tower. We no go fear, we go talk. Even if they know I make we talk. True Media Radio on FM 103.9.
Now God we dey Friday, not true we dey preach. Freedom of speech, now that we dey teach.
For Salon, we go stand tall. Radio True Media.
One voice for all.
We honor the land, the struggle, the fight. We shine a light in the darkest night because we believe in hard work.
I believe that football brings us together. I believe in the power that peace can bring. Now we must all work together to bring about football for peace. Let us unite. Football for peace.
Oh, so you know, cause we're different, it don't mean we can't unite. For the game, do it right. When
Even if the team different, but the aim in the game that is same. Let peace play a role. Make we raise with glass, send toast for the gift of life. Connect to the power, bring peace alive. The only race, not the human race, running to the finish is a victory. Anytime we align. Go!
Welcome to Truth Sports. Indeed, we are better together. This now Truth Sport, like I said just now, and today we look at match analysis of the weekend games that they therefore play na the Leo Premier League and as well as the English leagues them. And today we know therefore talk about the Mayampa Mines Women Premier League because matches are suspended this match week because of the games, the Emmanuel River Union, the U20 match where they play between Sierra Leone and Liberia, and most of the players them way involved now they participate na the Mayampa Mines Women's Premier League. And today the match they continue as Sierra Leone they play Liberia again the Southern Arena, Bo City, 4:00 p.m. and a match where I should say you know go out for miss out. 2 games they don't play already, and all 2 the games and the results will end 2-2 between the Sierra Leone and Liberia. So this match must win match for the nation as well as now we they host the young game. I get with me by Santiago at the studio. We are a member of the Sierra Leone Premier League Board Media Committee, and today we can talk about the Premier League, this Leo Premier League. As you don't they go, it's match week 5 already, and we want to know how far don't they see the league, waiting don't they happen at the league. We don't they see formidable teams, them good teams that didn't perform very well last season, don't they drop point this season, they're not able to continue the record, and teams that will be there on relegation still maintain that position there up to this match also this season where they continue, and some teams then they fight also on and so forth. But by Santigi, when I'm a guest for today, go help me for talk more on that issue. Bye, welcome to Truth Sports.
Thank you very much, Fatmata. Very good afternoon, choice listeners.
By as the Leo Premier League they continue this week, and today really because Sport Authority therefore play Abacha City. I want to make as a media committee member, I want to explain how the match they go so far this season. What you don't they see in the league this season?
Of course, we don't get a very appealing season. We don't see for match week 1. Now we head to match week 5. We don't see exceptional performances from teams that we struggled last season. With current form recently, and then other teams of course we also don't take flights. Some other teams will be doing extremely well last season, also equally they struggle with them form correctly, especially the reigning champions when Eastern Lions currently they struggle with form after 4 games, they yet for win a game. And then there's also Mighty Blackpool where yes last season they also struggled, but after 4 games, they're safe yet for winning. And then 2 teams, and then now 2 of the biggest clubs and the oldest and most successful clubs in the country. So it's challenging one way or the other, especially for the teams and where you could say now the most historic teams in now the country. Where you go say now the most historic teams in the country. There are other teams and we also do extremely well with their form recently, with the likes of FCFC. We also struggled last season, and now they get some form after we then win a game just recently. And then there's also FC Cologne, where, the only team currently we don't win 4 out of 4. You get with about 4 strikers. By Boya Warriors, we've been getting very good form last season. Also, equally, they do extremely well. In performances also don't they tell say this season a very not just a new season, but a very competitive as well as quite entertaining.
Yeah, indeed. And we see say this season so on the side for make things clear and valuable, like on the give match week statistics them as well. I want to ask what to make on decide for do all that bring them out to the public and everybody when they watch the game.
There are times where people know they watch the games basically per se. But this one way or the other, they help the media, especially people living in the mainstream media as well as the bloggers and every other person we want for know we're interested in reporting the league. So at the end of the day, where you get the statistics, where you get the valuable raw materials for reports, I think it will make the work easier and more accessible to the public as well as the media. So we're putting those stats together for make we see every other person we concern, whether you're a football fanatic or whether you're not, you just ordinarily a media personality, you want for reports the league, you get access to them and then you see them across the board.
All right, that's not a very good thing. Also, the match week, you talk about, big teams that don't draw points. We see the defending champion Easter Lions, they drop a lot of points, but and then they get bigger opponents in matches where they play and a lot of other things there. I want to make you also throw light into the big matches, then the atmosphere in Talek. Just the past match week, we see FC Cologne play Easter Lions. How did fans turn out Talek?
Especially for Freetown, we don't struggle with turnout because of whether it can be the match fee where the teams then don't decide for raise up, and people actually don't used to that phenomenon there, especially in Freetown. But then for upline, like the provinces across Kenema, Bo, Koidu, Usum Field, Namakini, Putloko Field, people are getting to the venues, irrespective of whose opponents where they play. I mean, the biggest game we don't see, we don't get the atmosphere where you go say fans them really attend now the Eastern Lions and FC Cologne game recently in our approved school. Aside from that game there, I think we don't get slow turnout of matches, and the teams and really they take responsibility for propagate the games, reaching the media or do that sort of publicity. They only don't left the burden on the board where sometimes, a more of a burden to the board at the same time, because we're doing other things, and then the clubs we equally they get the benefit of waiting and they make from the gates. I think then self need for take the ownership for CC, then self spread the message of the league and then teams and within the play.
All right, because when they see community leagues, they get a lot of fans on out, and the major league, when the Leo Premier League, they get that amount of fans on out there. So you talk about the clubs' responsibility. So now the clubs' responsibility for market the league out there so that fans then go come and watch, or is it that the board get the responsibility?
Are there so as somebody who they represent the board? So in actual fact, I do the part of the board. The side of the board in responsibility. At the same time, we're just running the league. At the end of the day, we not to direct beneficiaries to waiting they come up from waiting in the greatest proceeds. Not then for pay players, not then for own other amenities of the club. We also get for sustain them, the revenue generation at the end of the day. So if you don't get the strategy where you will bring market value to the club, then it means you run at a loss every season. So imagine now you don't play 4 match weeks and then you don't get the reasonable turnout for you to run the affairs of the club. It means until the next 4 months players don't get salary, or the next 4 months other officials of the club also get for struggle with how then they get them whatever seed winning they get at the end of every month. So it becomes a responsibility on the club for no say, then get that responsibility equally for propagating games. Sometimes you get for do it saying only depending on the board on waiting the board offer. You the club also get a responsibility, because across Africa we don't see clubs where they make immense progress. Then progress and not just depend on waiting and they do outside. It's also about waiting how they embrace the media. There's also a club in Tanzania currently Simba SC. Now, one of the most richest club where you want to check across clubs in Africa, you get Al Ahly. All of them clubs, and they don't take the footstep of embracing the media as one of the most resourceful thing we then go do for propagate the image of the club, for brand the image of the club, and then at the same time help for generate revenue. So I think the clubs in this country, only 18 clubs them from 1 to 18 get responsibility for city, then self able take up that responsibility for propagate the image of the club, rebrand them and brand them at the same time.
Yeah, say most of these games here, so people that they go watch them because of the teams the way that they play and the teams the way that they support. And I believe so you agree with me, like big clubs that like the mighty Blackpool, Easter Lions, then get a very good fan base, then get the eyes and the attention of the public, then get fans that then go watch. But with the performance of the team, you think say that's back the performance of the NTR, so that they turn out of the fans them.
There's one interesting fact we sometimes we also need for equally accept. Majority of the clubs here, Easter Lions and Mighty Blackpool, then get the largest fan base in this country. And when they decide, when they form they down, it affects the fan base. The one way we watch the games, because there are teams and we also know new teams, and they don't get that strong fan base there.
Absolutely.
And then they don't build on that reputation the way Eastern Lions or Mighty Blackpool would don't build on, as well as FC Cologne. So they also have the struggle every match day, because this team has also equally the struggle. But at the same time, just like I say initially, then they self no mean say fans them for void the games them. These are games them we individually, like I say, I will consider say this like 1,000. The Premier League they provide up to 1,000 plus job opportunities. So it can be directly your brother, but somebody else way sometimes closer to your family, they benefit from the league. So in as much as you watch the game, your brother or sister, your brother go get salary every month, way go pressure your uncle or you directly, because you used to Isabiam. So this is why we also they talk to people, especially football fans, for also accepting games here, so and for go to the venues irrespective of whatever condition, whether na team they play or not to a team they play. It's about propagating the image of the league at the same time.
I totally agree with you, because we see fans then still they support big European teams, them even though the teams that they lost every weekend, but then still they go out for go watch games. Then are difference in the matter, or then I always they watch the game. So we encourage now for me they embrace we own culture, we own leagues them, and we own matches them as well. But we go into the analysis now, and we take a match for match by match. We look at the first match we get for play between Port Authority and that of Abacha City, and today the match get for play na approved school field. So they talk about fan turnout. I recommend this match for me to go out there and watch the match, as these two teams don't get a very interesting run so far na this season. But I'm looking at this match here, so what do you expect in the match and the results?
Port Authority and Abacha City, you look in current form according to the table. Port Authority they ahead of Abacha City. Port Authority they 18th na the table, and then Abacha City they 9th na the table. And you look at everything over those statistics, then get the same. They don't lose one game, they don't go 2 and then they also don't win 1-1. So the only thing now, the only difference na points. Na goal difference between them. So it entirely ever means say it ever be a very interesting game at the same time. So the momentum not just get for stop for me, so it will let me take them back to the venue. And approved school fee we all know. If not, but for Freetown, I think now the most watched venue where you can to football, and they would expect a huge turnout today.
Okay, the next match get for play between Lua FC and that of Diamond Stars, where Natumara na the same venue approved school field 4-15.
Of course, Lua FC don't play 4, and then don't go 3. And then win, then lost 1, meaning then safe yet for win. And there's also my Diamond Stars when they play. We don't play 4 games. Then safe yet for win, and don't get 2 draws and 2 loss. So it means you get for BS another interesting game as well. Now they approve school field tomorrow. Just like I will continue for say, but Diamond Stars they come all the way from Kono and Loa FC. Somehow people go say then the East down in our Eastern Derby, because Loa FC we all know see them come from Kailan, we the owner of the club, we Dr. Emmanuel Safa Abdullah also now the owner of that club then come from Kailan. So it can be a very intense encounter and tomorrow between Loa and Diamond Stars.
Alright, Wilberforce strikers get for play with Mighty Blackpool. Very tough games, especially with the recent form of Wilberforce strikers and the poor form of Mighty Blackpool. So by with this match, what do you expect?
You look at the two teams, Wilberforce strikers, they third na the table. Then they third na the table, they don't win 3 and then they lost 1. While Mighty Blackpool are the only team currently in the league we don't lost all 4 of them games them. So it means they get 0 points, while Wilberforce strikers the third position get 9 points after they lost against Abacha City. So this means it get for tell something new. With Mighty Blackpool now get a new coach. We in the person of Musa Jallo, we people can call Yellow Man. Then they expect he will change the fortune of the club. While for Wilberforce strikers, with the coach currently we Jibril Awubi, we don't do extremely well for the club. He don't do well for the past 1 or 2 seasons, and this season as well. He started on a fine footing despite losing in recent game against Abacha City. But I think something exceptional also we can expect in that game day tomorrow.
Okay, a very good game as well. Like I talk on the form of Wilberforce striker, they up and Mighty Blackpool need for make a statement win. They don't lost all the games. They don't lost the goal. They're not getting first win yet of the season. So I think this now a match with the new coach, although they try for settling with the squad, but I believe maybe this now one of the match where they need for make a statement and try for get a point. And the next match they play between Bible Warriors and that of Easter Lions. Easter Lions as well not get the win yet of the season. And interestingly, these two teams then are the biggest club. Mighty Blackpool they play on the same day and that of Easter Lions. But Easter Lions they play all the way now Port Local, and whilst Mighty Blackpool then game against Wilberforce strikers therefore play now SLFA Academy. The game between Easter Lions and Bible Warriors now another tough one, and I game one Easter Lions need for win and make a statement. I watched the match this past weekend with this past Monday with FC Cologne, and the match really tense then try, but at the end of the day Mighty FC Cologne end up win the match with 1-0 for Mr. Lion. And some of the fans they really be complain about the performance of Easter Lions. So I think the technical team say other people then go to hear the cries of them fans and then go try for see how for get them first win of the season. It get for be difficult for me on side looking at the fact that Easter Lions they go play all the way now for local when at the home ground for Bible Warriors, and it therefore be a tense, and Bible Warriors not go I lost that match so it get for really be intense. But by where did they see what do you think saying the outcome of this match?
You look at Bible Warriors currently after FC Cologne and then they second, then get 10 points after 4, they don't win 3, and they only draw their first game against Abacha City 1-1 at Port Local. So it tells you how much prepared they need this season. You look at Eastern Lions and don't play 4, they don't draw 2, then they don't lose. Yes, they don't draw 2, they don't lose 2. So we mean say they get something for at the end of the day. Then are the defending champions. They get something for going to Port Local. And moment selecting, game selected so can be very much unpredictable, especially Eastern Lions. And then just like I've been saying initially, Eastern Lions, if not they get the largest fan base in the country, if not the largest, but then get one of the largest fan base in the country. So the expectation always huge, especially for my team winning the league last season, and then looking at the current form. Sometimes this game will be something where the fans and expect at least a result, something for come from they for they in their favor, because the pressure now they on the coach, all other things, So I think looking at that particular game there and the history of these two teams over time, you get something for and it get for be very much entertaining and as well competitive.
All right, fans that for travel go watch the game, and I should say the fans they all the way in Port Locals will therefore be look forward to this match. Yeah, so at the we they all forget a very thrilling atmosphere. We are in fans then go a huge number for go support their teams. Even though the performance of Easter Lions they in a shaky position because as the defending champions they only get 2 draws and 2 losses and 2 points na the league table within they down na the relegation zone. It's a tough run for the defending champions, and Bible Warriors on the other hand they get a very good run. Then they second position with 10 points and they don't win most of their games them, so it's really a match to watch. Maybe Easter Lions go get them first win of the season, or Bible Warrior not go allow them for work all over them. So for fans out there, I should say this na match where you need for watch. If you know able to go all the way for local, you can also look at FIFA Plus. So we'll look at the match between Bo Rangers and that of Freetown City. Bo Rangers they play at their home and the record at the Southern Arena don't be immense. It's a zone where they don't capitalize on the territory. Team not they just can they and can win over them. And Freetown City don't they be a threat to bigger opponent than this is we see with them performance against FC Easter Lions and other team them. So I'm looking at this game by what do they expect? Things Bo Rangers they continue their winning ways na the Southern Arena.
Well, games like that one they can be very much unpredictable. You look at that particular game the last season. FCFC been play Bo Rangers in the first game of the season and they beat Bo Rangers, and then the Bo Rangers was win the league. And then they come back the other season, then play against FCFC. FCFC make for beat them by 2-1. And now then they play Bo Rangers. We currently in a fine form. They get 7 points after then get 7 points after 4 games. Then lost against Bullom Stars. Then don't win 2 and then draw 1. Now we look at FCFC. Then get 5 points. You see them win. Then recent win. We against Wilberforce Strikers. We been there on three straight win,
yeah.
And then we get for beat them by I think 2-0. That in that particular game day. So I think something huge get for happen at that game day, and more so they playing at the Southern Arena when Bo Rangers the host venue. Something get for exciting. Fans get for expect something exciting from that fixture day.
Absolutely, I agree with you. It's a very exciting match week, a very exciting fixture between Bo Rangers and that of Freetown City FC, a team where now then team they also then can see now the stubborn team then at the league where they meet a big man they must prove themselves. Family, this not Truth Sport on Truth FM 103.9, Truth Media on Facebook and on YouTube. We then look at the match analysis of games that we did for can play this week and continue for the week as we come back after this break.
Are you tired of missing all your online meetings due to unreliable internet? Or are you paying too much for your internet and experiencing low speeds or even struggling with connectivity during video calls, streaming your favorite football match or show? WorldLink Communications Sierra Leone Limited, authorized reseller of Starlink in Sierra Leone, is here for your businesses and enterprises with super fast, unbeatable and affordable speeds here to cater to your needs. At WorldLink, we provide local support anytime, any day. To know more about our services, visit us at our office at 115 Beach Road, Lumley, or contact us on 080 000 111 or 075 000 111 or on our website at sl.wlnet.com. WorldLink Communications, empowering connectivity in Sierra Leone.
We introduce to you EcoBank OmniLights, an advanced form of our corporate internet banking platform. It provides a convenient online and real-time single-window interface for all corporate customers to initiate and query transactions. That is, to make payments, transfers, and check balances instantly from the comfort of your office and from anywhere in the world in a secure environment. With EcoBank OmniLight, you enjoy 24/7 online access, real-time transactions, transactions across borders in local and international currencies, secure platform, user role management, easy payroll and bulk payments, real-time financial reports and statements, personalized dashboard for quick access to your favorite features, real-time notified on account activities, approvals and transactions, access to EcoBank support team for help anytime. With EcoBank OmniLite, your business runs right, fast, secure, and always in sight. EcoBank OmniLite, banking made simple. A better way, a better Africa. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Are you a graduate looking for a world-class master's degree? The Erasmus Mundus Joint Master's Scholarship offers graduates a fully funded chance to study across Europe at top universities. Applications open in October with deadlines in January. Choose from a wide range of master's programs in engineering, technology, law, health, arts, social sciences, and many more. Here is how to apply. Visit the official Erasmus Mundus catalog online, select your program, prepare your documents and apply directly through the program's website. Don't miss this life-changing opportunity. This is your moment. Study, grow and connect across cultures. Erasmus Mundus. Inspire, apply, achieve. Funded by the European Union.
I can't wait.
Money don't come with Soba Kaiba. All ready for making
Soba Kaiba Bondu don't boss! Now you go able to talk Boku for small couple and still win Boku in them. Subscribe to the Soba Kaiba Bondu now. Just dial *500# for subscribe. Choose your bundle and talk Boku for small money. Yes, this is the cheapest voice bundle in salon today. The more you subscribe, the more chance you get for win. Brown new KKDM, motorbike, generator, and solar light. Dial *500# and start for win.
Orange.
Mama, this internet not the gree make I do me homework. It's too slow.
I no want make you worry. Signature Connect don come na salon. Signature Connect when a fiber internet and microwave coverage e get, dey na salon now. And e come from make the internet problem done tapata. Signature Connect where dey na number 92 Regent Road Hill Station don come with package them. We go sweet you. When you connect, you dey get 3 days free trial for both postpaid and prepaid options. Then package and sweeto, then get 700 for small homes, 900 and then 1,250 for smaller office them and business place them. And say for corporate services them. You dey able use the internet for connect to CCTV camera, laptop and phone and other appliances them where you get na you house or you office. Not forget to Signature Connect day for all man. Contact them na 072 568 290 or 033 233 620.
Welcome back from the commercial break. This is not Truth Sport on Truth FM 103.9, Truth Media on Facebook and on YouTube. Me na Nene Fofana. I get with me by Santigi Kamara in the studio, media member of the Sierra Leone Premier League board, and we do some match analysis and also don't give some insight about the matches, them how the fans turn out to be like, and don't talk about the responsibility of the clubs them in order for promote the game and bring in fans them for increase the engagement of fans into Leo Premier League, and also in don't call on fans there for they go out there and watch local league matches, as that now one of the major league na the country. Welcome back. Make we take a look at the match between FC Cologne and Banta FC. FC Cologne, they lead the table with 12 points and they don't win all their games and get a very interesting run so far with the season does that. And Banta FC will be the runner-up of last season. Then they put on a good performance, but also they struggle bit by bit for comeback. So I'm looking at this fixture, another very tight, so a very big game. And this game get for play on Sunday na Approved School Field, the same time 4:15. By what did you expect from this match?
You look at the FC Cologne side. They don't play 4. The only team who don't play 4 and win 4 games. You know, and Bantal at the current form. You know, starts very well, but it looks slow as compared to the previous 2 seasons in the league. Where then both seasons they don't end second at the league. You can only look at the table, the position, then they 7th at the table. You know, with 6 points. You know, they don't draw 3 and then they win 1 out of that day. So meaning they don't get 6 points. And FC Cologne after 4 games and get 12 points. The only team with 100% win rate currently in the league. It therefore be a very, very tough encounter. You know, you look at Bantal in 2 games where they don't play against big teams. All not draw against Eastern Lions and draw against Bo Rangers and draw. Now then they play against FC Cologne. Then they in a form of their own. So I mean, it therefore be an encounter where I don't want fans and for me because it gets something for offer. You know, FC Cologne currently look decent at the same time. Banta no one for loss from this start of the season and then the opening games of the season. So if you look at that game there, I think something entertaining and therefore unfolding. I'd expect a huge fan turnout for this weekend, especially the game for play on a Sunday.
Absolutely, and I agree with you in terms of the intensity of the game. Looking at Banta, then the form so far this season, they struggle with bigger opponents. They get a draw against Easter Lions, and FC Cologne the other hand, we don't defeat Easter Lions. Even though they can say every game gets in your momentum, but this can be a very, very tense game. We know the energy of Banta the squad, and now you know the physicality of the squad as well, and now they're desperate for win matches. And we also know how good FC Cologne side they're also there. So a very good match, a very interesting one. I'm not sure say fans them for miss out. We they go to the next match between Wusum Stars and Slipher FC. Very tight one on Sunday, and this game therefore playing at McKinney Wusum Field. The same time 4:15. By looking at the match, what do you think?
You look at this Slipher and Wusum Stars. You know, then they also don't play 4 games. Then get the same. They don't win 1. They don't draw 1. They also don't lose 2 games. So something different ever happen. And majority of the games when Wusum Stars don't win this season, they don't win there at home. They don't win at home. We in the game when they win against Port Authority, and then we also see Slipher record and first win against Loa by 3-1 at SLV Academy recently. So something exceptionally different we get for explain at this fixture, because looking at they go head to head with the same number of games played, with the same number of points scored, with the same number of games win, and then the same number of games lost, and then same number of games drawn. So I mean, something special ever happen. But at the same time, the only difference going into this game na goal difference. Slipher did 12 and position Slipher did 12 and Wusum Stars did 13. So something ever changed after that game day.
Yeah, one person might go ahead of Incomping. Whether it's a draw, if you now draw, I guess they therefore maintain. But if now win, one person must go ahead of Incomping. Star Sports Academy therefore play Camboy Eagles. Camboy Eagles get them first win again of this season last match week, and I don't know, maybe now statements for say that they come back to the Camboy Eagles, so we know 3-4 seasons ago. While Star Sports Academy don't they get a good run this season, that they come in, it's mixed, that they win, loss and stuff like that. So now a very tight fixture. By looking at this game here, so we look at the current state of Star Sports Academy and that of Camboy Eagles. What did you expect from the match?
I think Star Sports they in a fine footing. you know, after 4 games, they don't go 2, they don't win 2, then get 8 points at the table, and then they fourth. I mean, they get 8 points, and then they fourth at the table. And you look at Cambo Eagles, then they 15, we at the red line, close to relegation after 4 games, then lost 3, and then win 1 recently against Old Audience na Kenema Townfield. You know, playing against Star Sports Academy. It get for be a huge match as well, you know, because Star Sports Academy one way or the other one for maintain on, beating on, while for some Cambo Eagles then one for write a statement again for say then also one for win at the end of the day for escape the fortunes of last season. You know, last season they nearly relegated, but you know, this season of course they went for fight back, but they started very slow, you know, after losing 3 games and then winning against Old Audience. And now this time then they play against Star Sports Academy with 8 points after 4 games. They don't win 2 and all 2. You know, something different can happen in that game there as well.
Okay, the last game of this match week 5 therefore play between Old Edwardians and that of Bulom Stars, and this game therefore play now SLFA Academy Kintom, and they play on Monday the same time for 15. By this game, what do you expect?
You know, you look at Old Audience, like I said correctly, and they in the form of their own. They don't win 2, then draw 1, and then they lost 1 against Cambo Eagles, and then for Bulom Stars, then they, you know, then they 11th at the table. You know, after we they don't lost 2, they don't win 1, and as well draw 1. You know, in the recent win against Power Rangers, you know, now the only winner with the record now the league so far. And then go 2, they lost against FC Cologne recently, and they also lost in the previous match against Biboe Warriors. You know, so looking at this game now, Old Audience they come from a defeat. At the same time, Bulom Stars also they come from a defeat in the previous games. So it get for show something different. Now, Old Audience get 7 points, Bulom Stars get 5 points. Something we sometimes get for show the difference between the 2 teams. And but we look at the either opponent. I think something special get up in that game day, and most we go play on the Monday. You know, we expect much of fireworks in that game day.
Okay, a lot of fireworks, and the Colon fans, the engagement. Get for be a tight and intensive game, a very good game for go watch as a fan. We then move on to the English Premier League as the first game of the week, match week 15, therefore play between Aston Villa and that of Arsenal. Aston Villa are always proven for be a very tough team for Arsenal with their run, and of course Arsenal they get a good run this season. They lead the table with 5 points and get most clean sheets, get defensively they're okay, attack wise then they try, wise Aston Villa they struggle so far this season. So by with this match here, so I go on for make you also give out a scoreline prediction between Aston Villa and Arsenal.
For game prediction to this game, I will be very biased because you look at that game day. Me an Aston Villa fan to start with, and you know, after we don't get 6 wins in a row, you know, and then Arsenal will be an exception to for add the wins, the more wins in current form. So it will be a lunchtime defeat for Arsenal. So looking at that game, the Arsenal game for lost by 2 also.
Okay, that's not from an Aston Villa fan. By the way, Ria for see meet Aston Villa fan. So when you told that, I say wow, because I never really come across anyone yet in a salon past you. So how the fan engagements be like you being an Aston Villa fan?
Well, you know, like for most Unions, they like actually support, you know, and then we know Boku anyway, we support Aston Villa, but I think we can country safe by number with the country safe because we safe in every location where we did, you know. But at the same time, it's fun supporting a club where other person they support, so people are not getting interest. So when you win, there are times where we go watch games in the cinema, more especially like Arsenal game. You know, you get for Sidoma against other 5 to 100 people and where they support Arsenal, and you just won, and then you go ally, and then people go say, hey, who that is, you know. Something like that kind of feeling always they come.
Okay.
Know, yeah.
Really, I don't really know the actual word for use, but okay. Good luck in your team winning that match there. But me, they say Arsenal could win the match because of the current form, and yes, Aston Villa can be a tight team for them because of the coaching history. The Emery winner be former Arsenal coach, and I don't go Aston Villa. Whenever they can face, it can be a tight game, and go be the first match of the week. Moving on to the game between Brentford and Chelsea. Chelsea, I really don't know waiting for talk about Chelsea. Chelsea, they get a good run with bigger teams, that they play very well, fight very hard, and win or maybe draw the game. But when it comes to small teams, they find that very difficult. We see them performance against Leeds United this midweek. So, what do you see in this game? What's your prediction?
So meaning Manchester United are a small team. But anyway, of course, you see the recent game we them play. They don't get that kind. Then they don't lose grip of the previous form, but this game of course gets something for offer for them as a club. Losing in the midweek in the midweek fixture and then coming back to the weekend, I think they need something from that game. They're playing against Brentford. We also equally don't they show some grip at the end of the day. But
they play Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, yeah. So it will be a very difficult game for either sides, but I fancy Chelsea win.
Okay, a quick one between Everton and Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, Everton win against Manchester United, then they went down, and then playing against Nottingham Forest, we for the past 2 seasons don't be exceptional in the English league. It also will be a tight contest between the two, but I'm also at the fancy Nottingham Forest win.
Okay, the next feature they say and say now a game to watch because of the recent form of Sunderland. They come out on relegation, but don't prove for be a difficult side for big teams. We see them against Chelsea, we see them against Arsenal, and also see them against Liverpool. They don't really proven for be a very tough side, and they therefore play against Man City in the Etihad Stadium. This game get for play the same Saturday, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, Sunderland will be the surprise package for this season. From coming from the championship and then get promotion to the Premier League. You look at Manchester City currently themselves, they're in a fine form. They're very difficult for beats. We see them game recently we didn't play, but against Sunderland sometimes like that game I they see a potential draw.
Sunderland can mostly get against big teams, but either ways I think say like how you say no more a tight game, and myself they are not really the picture any of these teams for win, so I they give a draw as well. Can be 2-2, 1-1. A goalless draw, but get for be a draw game. Sunderland, I don't know, because what you have seen the last match against Liverpool this midweek, it's like they be scared of the match at some point. So I don't know how they go take the game against Man City.
Yeah, of course, playing against Alan, for me now the most decorated striker I don't see in the English league. A very decent way he can to finishing. I think Udana now just one of the most complete finishers in the world. Recent time.
Yeah, but we know for also underestimate Sunderland and defense.
Yeah, of course, Sunderland don't they show pedigree, but at the same time, they play against Manchester City.
Well, the next match they play between Burnley and Newcastle. When Newcastle they host the match. What did they expect? What did they see in this match? It get for be an easy win for Newcastle.
Like where you can at the English league, get any game where they win easy. Every team equally they can to the game, very much prepared, always ready. But sometimes certain things just they change and then teams they lose easily. So I know they see an easy win in that game there anyway.
Okay, a game between Tottenham Hotspurs and that of Brentford. Spurs now one of the most unstable team in the league. We don't see it, even though they try, but now one of the big teams in the English league. But when it comes to consistency, Spurs they're not really that consistent, and Brentford can prove them for be a tough opponent for bigger side as well. So I'm looking at this game here. So what do they see?
Like how you say, Tottenham get consistency issues, especially only known. But playing against Brentford, we equally wants for maintaining position at the league. For the time we don't kind of league, they have been very much consistent with them with their form for the past 2 seasons. They want to hold on to that. Playing against Tottenham sometimes it can be a very huge encounter between the two. But I also they see it going that game there.
Okay, Leeds United therefore play with Liverpool. The same Leeds defeats Chelsea in the midweek, and Liverpool began to go with Sunderland in the same midweek, and the game that we play with in the same hours. So what do they expect from this match? You think Leeds go make more Liverpool just like they do with Chelsea?
Liverpool from when they beat Aston Villa, they're not ever in them for making. That's the thing about when you win against one of the best teams in the league. You always get for the struggle in your subsequent games. So that is the reason. But you look at Liverpool currently, they're in a very inconsistent form. They win today, the next game they lost, then so if you look at that particular game day, they want to show something as champions going into that game day. So if are they predicting, I think Liverpool will win.
Okay, myself they see Liverpool for gonna walk over Leeds, but with waiting Leeds show in the midweek, it make be mindful of the prediction where go and give because of these small teams, like you say, the Premier League, go really predict that much because of smaller opponents can turn out for be a tough team to the opponent then. So I think I will go with a win still with Liverpool, maybe a 2-1 win or something, but again for be a good match as well because right now Liverpool they struggle bad and Leeds one for come out of relegation zone. So maybe then go once for use that with the motivation for midweek and facing Liverpool. They know the form of Liverpool and go on for use that and make a statement. Brighton on Sunday therefore play with West Ham United 2 o'clock. West Ham get a draw with Man United this midweek and Brighton also we get a good game this midweek. What do you expect from the game?
West Ham get something for playing that game day, and probably could be the second to last game for Wan-Bissaka. We will join their Congo for the AFCON. That team they can put together. I think then say don't they try. Looking at how they start last season, they struggled for wins last season, but then go at the end of the day for able to retain their position at the league. You have to be a very huge game at the same time.
Okay, Fulham get for play with Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace this season them started with a very good run, but right now then they struggle a bit. But also I think I still believe they're in a good form. And Fulham as well can be a tough team sometimes. So this game you also what you predict?
You look at Fulham and then Crystal Palace against Manchester United, and then they also been on start well, but these past 2 games they really don't struggle for form, and then Fulham of course themselves na huge team, put together, from the tail they don't kind of league, to this moment when they also want for sure something, now. You head towards this now December, and then teams and also they try to prepare for at least the mid of the table. So anything can happen for escape relegation. So like Fulham want for hold on to that and then see they get a good game against Crystal Palace.
Okay, Wolves get for play against Man United. Man United began to go with West Ham in the midweek, and Man United, we all know their form, that they struggle big time, and back-to-back losses, maybe come fight and they lost since the season started. They're not even able to get a 5 straight win yet. So it don't be tough for Man United. And Wolves as well, then they bottom in relegation this season. They struggle. They lost one of them big players to Man United, Cunha, and with the CC, then still they missed that gap then at the squad. So what do you expect from the match? A relegation side against one of the biggest clubs in London.
I think Man United only struggle for form, especially with lesser teams in this season. They had a chance. They had all the chance for go above Chelsea. Then in the game, I think yesterday, but then they do
against
yes.
West Ham.
You know, the thing they will expect Manchester for win, then they know they deliver. You know, and now you get for look at that game day. You know, it get for be a huge one, and then now Wolves they at a very huge pressure after 14 games now in the league, and then they just get 2 points. You know, all that one they force now something we therefore put the pressure on Manchester United. But you cannot cite Manchester United as a football club because of their pedigree. So I think for me, also they see a 0-0 draw.
A 0-0 draw.
Yeah.
With all, I think so. You go, favor Manchester United for win the match.
Because Manchester are not a big club anyway. Not a big club for now.
Okay. When they look at this, player of the month of November in the Premier League, they out get player they like big players then from teams like Newcastle, Everton, Man City, Man United, Brentford, Arsenal, Chelsea, and that of Nottingham Forest. The players, which player you think say go win? We get Bruno, Declan Rice, Thiago, Rhys James, Gibbs White, Barnes, and other players, Doku as well for Man City. So, which player you think say go win this player of the month?
For me, I would think that Doku go be the possible player for win that one. You know.
Okay,
yeah.
Why you say Doku?
Yeah, Doku in form. He don't show quality this season, and I think this past month he don't really deliver. So and being shortlisted among the top performers for that previous month, they show how much quality he don't put in.
All right, the manager of the month as well. We get Arteta, Emery, Pep Guardiola, Fabian. We get also Enzo, and we get Silva from Nottingham Forest. Who's one parent coach? So you think?
Of course, it has to be Unai Emery. You know, for win 6 games in a row.
You be biased or it?
No, like you know, you look at all them coaches and they put together. I think Unai Emery don't do extremely well within club. You know, you see the recent win against Brighton from 2 goals down, and then for winning by four goals, and then we also won against Wolverhampton Wanderers from a goal down. You know, also win by 2-1. So all them one in the first now images we don't show say we are a team very much prepared. You know, we this season not just going to the Champions League. It's not just about going to the Champions League. It's also about winning the league. So we are title contenders. So if a coach, of course. So we are a title contender. So having Unai Emery in the shortlisted list of coaches we don't perform last month, I think he has something to offer. And then if he wins it, so be it.
Okay, from Muna, so we're going to wrap up the program for today. This is Truth Sport on Truth FM 103.9. Not forget a match for play today between Sierra Leone and Liberia and the Mano River U20 Women's tournament where they happen at Saloon. And this game therefore play now the Northern Arena Southern Arena winner Bowl. Also a match between Port Authority and Abacha City get for play today as well. We get for take place now approved school field. When I saw we they take left for today. Plenty thank you to my production TV producer Andrew Chopele and the technical team Simon and Ansu and to DJ Flex, and I want to say plenty thank you to my guest by Santigi Kamara Wena, media committee member of the Sierra Leone Premier League board. And to Una where they watch me, I want to say plenty thank you to Una, the viewers and listeners of today's program. Remember, say Truth Sport, they come to you back tomorrow by 12. So till next time, bye bye.